And we are back. It's Sunday afternoon, and it is time for another episode of Dead to Us. I did my Shire voice right there. Did you like it? I heard
you.
Woo.
I have a question.
Okay, right out the gate. Hey, babe, quick question for you.
What do you think they're
Shire's
saying?
on fire.
I wish you guys could see her. Because I knew it was coming. She started her question, and then I hit the sound effect, and she threw her hands up in the air and rolled her eyes. Are you? First of all, is the back of your head okay? Sorry, babe. Go ahead, please.
You're like crying right now. That made you so happy.
You are just so sweet, and you get these sound effects. You just hate them so much.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's not even
No, go ahead.
interesting.
Go ahead.
I just am wondering what the lyrics to that song are.
Oh, I don't know. I sing along with it when it comes.
I know.
Da,
I think
da,
I'm
da,
singing the wrong things, though.
Da, da, Will podcast. I don't know. We'll have to pay attention next time.
How many people do you think don't listen to our podcast because they hate that song so much?
I don't know. Probably, I wouldn't say they don't listen to the podcast. They might just skip over it because they're like, this is a little... But I like the song, honestly. It gets me fired up. I air guitar every time. Da, da, da.
Yeah, we jam out to it.
Wow, it gets me excited because we get to do another episode of Dead to Us. We are here coming to you guys from the Content Factory. We're all snowed in, stuck inside. This is... What episode do you think this is?
21.
Number 21 for us. That's pretty good.
I know.
Did you ever think you'd be 21st to have a 21 podcast thing with me?
Wow.
I'm struggling with my words.
No. Well, no. I have had a lot of people in my life tell me that I needed to do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know anything about it. So I think it's a good thing that we have one.
Well, we can't waste this sexy voice you have. We got a big show for you We got a big show for you guys today. First of all, shout out to our Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's helping. The studio's sweet. What else do we even need in here?
Just more pictures of our friends framed on the walls.
Yeah, so we're just still framing shit up, and then the money just goes to all these apps that we use, this Headliner app and the editing app and stuff. So we appreciate you guys. And we're no one's putting out more content than we are at the factory. Yeah. We should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't catch it last night, if you're not on Facebook, get on Facebook. We are going Facebook Live now every night.
That's right.
Well, we'll see about every night. We don't want to saturate it, but there's just nothing really going on. So last night, those of you that watched, thank you and contributed. But we did Take One, Leave One, where you call in and I ask a question, and then you leave a question for the next person. Then the next person answers your question, and you leave a question for the next person. Which I thought was pretty fun. We did it for 2 hours. Shire set in for an hour.
Yeah.
Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it was good.
Seemed like the feedback was good. So, again, we're just trying to stay sane and stay creative and do stuff for you guys. So, tune in. Check my Facebook, but we'll try to do them almost every night until we're not having fun or until you guys are like, okay, we get it.
Until we have like 2 people watching, and then we'll be like, okay, well.
I don't want to put anybody on blast, but there's a couples that are annoying the shit out of me during this quarantine that I'm just like, oh, your content is so bad. And, but I don't want to say any names, but if you're inside comedy, you know who I'm talking about. It's just like, really? You're fucking unlikable. Anyway. Oh, keep it moving. That's my girl. She knows that I get ramped up there, and I was about to say a few names. But anyway, we have this is a big episode for us.
It is?
I think this is going to be a life-changing episode.
All right.
Because we have a huge announcement. And we are going to debut our new kids song that we wrote. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
We're going to do it live. Hold on. I got to use it while I got it. You know what? We're going to...
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
We're not going to say the F word, but we are going to debut our new song for you guys.
I forgot we agreed to that.
So in the spirit of that, we're putting out more content than anybody. And as I just gave a lecture about not being oversaturating the market and being annoying, we wrote a kids song. So if you have kids, we have Tone working on a video for us. That's how great Tone is. I mean, Tone, I love you so much. Tone has to just I sent him a message at like 1 a.m. Hey, we wrote this we wrote a kid song like the Shark Doo 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 song. Do you think you could make an animated video for it? And without fail, Tone's like, I got you. And he sent me one of the characters yesterday, and I was like, that's perfect. And Tone's always on board. He's so positive. He's like, dude, that song made like millions. I'm like, well, maybe this will be our behind this story.
I know. If only anybody like saw us. If you could be a fly on a tree when we're on our walks, you would just see that we walk down the street and just like sing the most absurd things back and forth to each other. It's no homeless people ever mess with us. Nobody's ever going to mug us. Nothing's ever going to happen to us because we look crazier than anybody else that's on the street for sure.
We might be the craziest, but we'll get to our song. We close with the song, or how do you want to do it? You want to do it in the middle?
Well, maybe we'll sing the song after you talk about some things.
Our big announcements? Okay. First of all, shout out to Becky. Becky, one of our Patreons and friend of the show, and works in the dental world. She was going to come on and give us some dental tips and lecture me about my dental habits and tell a few dental stories. But I caught her too late. She was making dinner with the family, so we're going to have her on.
Where does she live?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. Becky will tell. I want to guess, like, for some reason, I think Louisville or something. I don't know. If that's wrong, sorry, Becky. But we just been texting back and forth, and she said, you spoil your man, and then nobody else will want him. Because if you guys are following my Instagram, you see today, Shire, explain what you made for me today.
Well, this morning for breakfast, I made you homemade Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cereal. I've never had someone...
Homemade cereal, yeah.
I was laying in bed like, what the fuck is going on in the kitchen? And then I come out, and there's cereal, but I was going to have my cereal, but I didn't have any cereal. And then I was like, that's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Did she go buy Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Then I realized she made it.
I made it.
With strawberries in it.
Well, I just put some strawberries on top.
It was delicious. How do you make Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal?
You can make it a lot of different ways, but I did the easy way, where you just cut up tortillas, which we used gluten-free tortillas.
Shout out to gluten.
Shout out to Udi's. And then, you just cut them in little tiny squares, and you toss them with butter and vanilla. Put them in the oven for like 5 minutes each side at 375. So 10 minutes in the oven total, and then take it out of the oven and toss it in cinnamon sugar immediately. And I put a little bit of nutmeg in there, and then spread it back out on a cooled baking sheet. Let it cool completely. It'll crunch up more once it's cooled. It won't be soft. And then,
Chop it up?
No, it's already chopped up. You chop it up into little squares first, and then you toss it in the butter, and then put it on the tray. Yeah.
It was great. It was thank you so much for making for me. It was really good.
Good.
I never had it, so it was good. So that's what if you don't follow Shire, follow her on Gluten Free and Sexy, and you will see all the amazing stuff she makes me every day. I love it. She'll be like, babe, come out here. It's time to eat. And then I'll sit down and get ready to eat. And then she'll be like, nope, let me get a picture. And then we make sure the picture looks good. And then I collaborate. And then I fart.
You literally have the best life. You lay in bed moaning and groaning that you're bored.
Which I am.
And then I tell you that your breakfast is ready.
I lay in the bed.
Like 15 minutes before it's actually ready because you don't get up.
I lay in bed because you put a theater in our bedroom.
Because I put a theater in our bedroom. You don't leave the bedroom for like 15 minutes. And then you finally come out and breakfast is ready. And then while you're eating, I make the bed and clean the room.
Babe, okay.
It's like you live in a hotel.
Oh, shit.
Here we go again. But when you are at work, do I not do the dishes, make the bed?
Yes,
I have 2 jobs.
No, yeah, you do.
Take out the trash.
That's 3 jobs.
3.
4 jobs.
Makes it sound like I'm a kid with my chores.
You are a kid
doing
with
chores around here.
And one day you're going to learn how to brush your teeth.
I brush my... Babe, don't say it like that. I brush my teeth. I just have these perfect teeth, and I should take better care of them, but it's hard when you just wake up perfect. Don't just put me on blast like that. You know what?
It's hard when you just wake up so perfect.
How dare you?
Nobody wants to hear that in their
I
ear.
know.
You should take that off of the soundboard.
Okay, I will actually. I was saving that for Craig's case. You want to hear some of the new sound effects?
No, I don't.
Okay, here's this one.
That piece of shit up there, I never liked him. I never trusted him.
You like that?
What is that from?
I think that's from The Godfather, but that's from Craig's Chaos. What about this one? That's just sex.
Why?
Because I think those are more for Craigslist. This is for Craigslist too.
How bizarre is this?
How bizarre is this?
That's not a bad one.
Doggies? No. But I have another one I'm saving for our big announcement. So let's go to the show. Shire Learns Sports. Are you ready for Shire Learns Sports?
I'm ready.
Okay, there is no sports. That's what we've learned. And it sucks. And everything's canceled. And they've been showing old games, but I don't really make you watch them because they're boring. But do you have any sports for us this week?
No.
Nothing? Did you see anything? You learn anything? Nothing really happened, so you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was Shire Learns Sports. Okay, why beat around the bush and goof around? We promised this big announcement. Are you guys ready for the big announcement? Why are you giggling already?
I just think it's
It is
funny.
time for the big announcement. Here's my new sound effect for announcements. We have an announcement. Do you like that one or no? So, it's a big, a lot of people during the quarantine are going to lose weight, get divorced, gain weight, become alcoholics, quit drinking. And there's a lot of talk on the internet about people having babies in 9 months from now. So, with that being said, I would like to make a very big announcement that, let me get the sound effect ready, that I think we are going to become parents. Standing ovation. Now, before you get too happy and cry tears of joy, let me explain. Unfortunately, Shire is not pregnant.
No one's ever going to believe anything that comes out of your mouth after this.
But we might become parents because Shire got a phone call and a letter in the mail from the Colorado Child Protective Services offering us 2 children. Just saying, will you, Shire, please take your ex-boyfriend's kids? Which is crazy because it's her ex-boyfriend that she hasn't talked to in 8 years. And the first kid is from the girl that
It's not even his kid.
the girl
It's his stepkid.
Shire broke up with him because he was cheating on her. So one of the kids is that girl's, but then that girl also has a kid from another relationship. So they're trying to give us 2 kids from
who I've never met.
Shire's never met them, doesn't know their names, never even seen them. Out of nowhere, we think they just went to her ex-boyfriend's MySpace and just went through his top 8 and said, who wants these little badass fucking kids? So I didn't mean to overhype the announcement, but so we're in a dilemma here. Do we take these kids? Because we've been working out every day. Shire's body is banging. We want to have kids. I'm sure you don't want to fight off the baby weight. And that we missed the terrible 2s. I think we're going to get like a 3 and a 5-year-old. We don't know their names. But this is a real thing. This is not, I'm going to try to work it out on stage. But okay, Shire, please explain to them that this really is happening right now.
Yeah, no, I got a phone call, and whenever you get a phone call from a number that you don't know, I always just think it's a scam. So
this is kind of I guess it's not a scam.
It's not a scam, yeah. So
or they're trying to sell you something you don't want.
Right.
Which might be more accurate for this situation.
So I answered the phone, and it was, this guy from Colorado CPS, and he just said, "Are you related to this person?" And I said no. And he said, well, do you know him? And I said, yes. And he said, okay, well, we have his children in custody and we're looking for a home for them. Are you interested? And I just said, no. And then he said, okay, thank you for your time. And he hung up the phone. And I was like, what just happened? I was really shaken up by it and really confused by it. And then the next day, I got a letter in the mail from Colorado CPS stating all three of the parents' names. So my ex and his, I guess now
baby mama,
his baby mama, and her
first baby
daddy.
This is so Maury.
So right. So yeah, there's 3 names on this letter. His was the only one that I recognized, and it just basically said that Colorado CPS has these 2 kids and they need a place for them to go. And then they sent me this piece of paper that literally has a tree drawn on it, and they want you to like fill out the family tree like as if you're in elementary school with all of like the names and contact information
of our relatives,
of their relatives.
Oh, but we don't know any of them, right?
Well, I know his whole side of the family, but I still was like, what in the world? So anyway,
which we also think is funny because both our mothers put a little pressure on us to make them grandmothers. So it would have been awesome to be like, congrats, you're a grandma. And my mom and Shire's mom would be like, what? Is it going to be a boy or a girl? It's actually both.
It's actually a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old.
We have a 9-year-old half black kid named Malcolm and a 4-year-old named Michelle that's redheaded Asian. I don't know what your ex looked like, but so it was an interesting thing that in the moment, because Shire was in the kitchen, I thought someone died or something because she just turned around like she saw a ghost, and I was like, hey, what happened? And she's like, I think we just got 2 kids. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it was really weird.
So but I think we're going to pass on these 4 kids.
Yeah.
We wish them the best, but we don't know anything about them. But we just thought it was so funny that if we would have said yes, if we'd have just came out of this quarantine, like, hey, what have you been doing the last 2 months? Oh, well, I shaved and I let my hair grow out and these are my kids. What?
Yeah, you were like, babe, that's great. Everybody's talking about coming out of quarantine with 1 kid. We could come out with 2 kids. And I was like, no.
So in our weird world, which is all of you that know, well, you guys see Shire's post, and just she talked about making French toast from scratch. She's obviously very motherly and will be a great mom, but all of you that know me have got to be thinking like, what the fuck is the state of Colorado? They can't just give Brandt 2 kids. What is this, Big Daddy? the worst version? I mean, at least Adam Sandler like had a real job in that movie, didn't he? And he was rich. So yeah, that was our big announcement, guys. We were almost parents, and hopefully one day we will be.
Yeah.
But we damn near came out of this. That's how bored we were. We were like, how bored are we? Should we take these 2 kids?
No. Instead, we wrote a song.
For kids, which we will debut right now. Should we?
Right now.
I mean, this is the perfect transition. Our new segment called These Two.
We wrote a song.
These 2 idiots wrote a song. So the backstory, I don't know. I used to just sing my part, which you'll hear in a second. I would just sing it to Shire around the house. I don't know why. I don't even know where I got it from. And then it would make her laugh. And then one day, if you guys remember, I'm working on my 100-song album. This was going to be my first single off the Vita Vu Jones's 100-song album, which is a great story. So the other phone, I don't know if I told this on here yet, but it's under Vita Vu Jones. And then when Brad Garrett answered the phone when I called him for the interview, he's like, who the fuck is Vita Wada Vu Jones? I was like, oh, sorry, that's my alias. He's like, why do you have an alias? I was like, Brad, just don't worry about it. Let's keep it moving. But so this is the song we wrote. No one has ever heard it except for Tone Gordon. We're going to do it live for you guys right now. Let me get everything ready. Please tweet us or send us messages if you have any notes on
we might mess it up.
If we mess it up,
Don't-
we might take 2 because we've only, like I said, this is our first time performing it for an audience.
Yeah.
And I'm a little nervous. It's very. I got to be honest. It's fun. I like it. I think
Pretty good.
it could be good, but this is a very vulnerable moment of like we're about to sing a song for the people.
I mean, not really. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, what do we? Who is this? Just under Vita Vu Jones? Do you have a name that you want this to go under? Vita Vu Jones and the
Lady Shy, probably.
Vita Vu Jones and Lady Shy present to you our very first song, which we hope will go platinum, and we hope your kids like it. It is called Cheeky Monkey. Try not to laugh, babe. Here it comes. Our song. Cheeky. Are you ready? Gather yourself.
I know.
This is our
All
big
right,
moment.
I can't look at you.
This is our moment. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. We hope you like it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. 5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
blast off.
Cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket.
Cheeky monkey saw a comet.
Cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket.
Cheeky monkey found a rocket.
Cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket.
Cheeky monkey unlocked it.
Cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket.
Cheeky monkey in the cockpit.
Cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket.
Cheeky monkey skyrocket.
And that is Cheeky Monkey. The company. It sounds even more absurd when we sing it out loud, and I know you guys are listening. But that is our follow-up to Shark Doot 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 Baby. Shark
I
Doot
think
Doot.
we just need a dance now.
Yeah, so if you guys have a dance, the Cheeky Monkey dance,
I bet we'll make one tonight
we got
and
Tone.
record.
We got Tone in the lab, in the Tone lab, coming up with a video that maybe we'll mix our stupid dancing in.
Yeah.
And that's it. So if you have any
We're working on our
notes-
music video. Don't even worry about it.
We think it's catchy. It's so absurd now. It's so dumb, but we love it. So that's the Cheeky Monkey. Obviously, when we go to a studio and record it, it'll be a little crisper. And when we perform it live, it'll have a different flow to it. We can always remix it in if we need to. But that is that's what we do here at the Content Factory. Make the Cheeky Monkey, Cheeky Rocket. Maybe
Do
I should.
you want to sing your other one
What?
that you have been singing lately?
What, Si Senor? I sang it. I don't think they liked it. You want me to sing it again?
I just
Si, Senor.
Si, señorita.
Si. So that's the new one we're working on. I did it, I think, the other day on Craigslist Chaos.
Oh.
But Si, Senor is what we're working on. Si, Senor. Si, Senor. I'm here to see. Senor. Si, Senor. And we're here to see. Senor. Si, Senor. Then
he's dead.
Then I might hit a doorbell, then have a door open, and someone go, "Oh no, he's dead." That's song 2. We got 98 more to go, so feel free to holler at us if you have a. I have song titles up here. Let me see what I've been working on. Songs. We had one we were working on called "Good News, Your Boyfriend Is Dead." We're working on a wake up song, a road rage song. The Get Out song. Get out, get out, get. We're trying to write one called Get Out that'll play instead of closing time at the end of when the bars close at night, called Get Out, get out, get out, get out, get out. So we're working on songs. But if you guys have any notes or if you can just come up with a song. I've been obsessed with trying to write a song about your mama teaches my karate class. So I'm thinking we're going to try to just make this shit happen. Look, it blew that over.
Oh, wow.
So, okay. Well, that was Cheeky Monkey. We hope it made you smile. We hope it stuck in your head a little bit. It's easy to pick up the words. If you want to play that for your kids, we'd love a little input. And I think we're going to dedicate an episode of Craigslist Chaos to it since there's so many fucking child cares on there. I'm just going to hit up the child cares and say, hey, can you do me a favor and play this song?
None of them are open. We already had this conversation.
No, they are because Craigslist is posting ads.
What?
Yes.
They can't be.
They are. Okay.
That piece of shit up there, I never like him.
I hit the wrong button. But yeah, so that's our song, and we hope you like it. Let's go to something else. I feel very nervous about it.
Well,
Chancellor's quote of the week. Is it time for that?
Well, sure. Let's give him Chancellor's quote of the week.
It is time. Babe, we should... do you want to make a soundbite for this right now?
I don't think we need to make it right this second.
Oh, okay.
But...
Do you know who I am, fool?
Chancellor.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are, Chancellor?
Um,
Wait, say it like that. Who do you think you are, Chancellor? Time for Chancellor's quote of the week. No? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so obviously I'm not around anybody because I'm not working. But Chancellor called me with some juicy information that I cannot say anything about.
Juicy.
And he wouldn't tell me what it was, but he told me, he like hinted at that he had some information for me. And Chancellor and I have a lot of secrets between the two of us. So before he told me anything, he made me promise and swear on my life that I wouldn't say anything. And then he said, Shire, I swear to God, I'll blow that fucking vault right open if you tell anybody. So that's the only Chancellor quote of the week. What?
Babe, he had the real quote that he said.
What's the real quote?
About how you couldn't tell and why. Don't you remember?
No. Oh, wait. I think I wrote it down.
I thought it was great. Right when he said it, I was like, oh, you got to...
Oh, he said, okay, lips locked and legs open.
He said, keep them lips locked and them legs open, girl. That's
right. I'm glad I wrote that down.
Yeah, how do you... I will, trust me, I'll never forget it the rest of my life. But that was Chancellor's quote of the week.
May I have your attention, please?
Damn it, wrong button again.
Wrong button.
Wrong button. Ooh, that's a song right there. Wrong button.
Don't hit me with those sound effects. Wrong button.
Wrong.
I hate those sound effects so much. Wrong button.
On to... What's next?
On to We Are Bored.
On to our next
Can
segment.
you tell?
Called We Are Bored. What is the most bored thing?
Oh, you told me that we were going to talk about my past life regression story.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. All I know, so we go on these walks, and I got to be so annoying with this content. Sometimes she'll say shit, and I'll be like, stop. Just stop it.
Do not tell me anything else.
Don't
You
say
have to
another
save it
word
for the podcast.
till we get to the podcast.
And then I have to make a note of it.
So
here we are.
I vaguely remember this, but this might be actually the start of, are you all right? Because I remember when it came out of your mouth, my first reaction was, are you all right? And then you started to tell it, and I said, stop. Save it for the pod. So go ahead.
Stop.
And save it for the pod.
That's another song. This is what we do.
Stop. Save it for the pod.
It's like
Save it
we
for
were
the
making
pod.
our own weird
Don't-
musical.
Yeah, and everyone hates it. Cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket.
Cheeky monkey.
I need to be more English. Cheeky monkey.
Oh my God.
Teddy's out of control.
Okay, so we
Okay.
were walking down the street,
Yes.
and I told you that I think that I could have lived in like the pioneer days because I think that I'm a pretty good homemaker. And you agreed, and then I said, well, actually, I know that I used to live in like the 1800s in Paris. And you said, what are you talking about? And I said, well, because I had a past life regression, and then that's when you said,
That's when
stop.
I said, stop right there. Save this for the podcast because you're telling me in a past life you lived in Paris.
Yes.
And you know this. Why?
Okay, here's what happened. I was dreaming in Spanish.
Okay.
And I don't speak Spanish. Poquito español solamente. So I was dreaming in Spanish, and I was teaching people Spanish, and I was like, this is crazy. And I started telling somebody this, and they were like, you need to do a past life regression because you probably were Hispanic in a past life. And I was like, okay.
That's why you're so good in the kitchen.
Well, I'm not, no comment.
Stupid joke.
So I went to this past life regression, and they walk
Wait, you went there. Where do you go?
to like I went to a metaphysical center, and it was like a thing, and there was probably 10 or 12 people there.
How much did it cost you?
Oh, I I don't know, like $20.
Okay.
It wasn't expensive. Maybe 50. I don't remember, honestly.
You're gonna have to go back in your next life to go back to this life to figure out how much.
Yeah. So
Damn,
yeah,
I'm
you bring your
bombing with these stupid jokes.
you're also bombing with the sound effects.
Go ahead.
So you bring your yoga mat and you go, and it's like this empty room, and everybody like puts their yoga mat and pillows down, and there's candles lit, and you're all just sitting there. And the lady has you close your eyes, and she like walks you down a flight of stairs, and then you open a door, and then you're in a forest, and you're walking through the forest, and then you jump over the stream, and when you jump over the stream, you're in your past life, and blah blah whatever. And so she takes you through this whole thing. She says, look down at yourself. Look at the clothes that you're wearing. That'll tell you what time period you're in. Look at the street that you're on. Is it cobblestone? Is it brick? Is it pavement? You know, what is it? Where are you? Look at your surroundings. You're walking through the streets. Where are you? And I was wearing like weird old shoes, and it was like a old cobblestone brick type of road, but I was flying upside down under the Eiffel Tower. It was very strange. And after all of this is over, she had everybody go through their experience, and everybody's was very different. Obviously, we're all different people with different imaginations, but she has you picture your family, picture your mom and your dad. Do you have any siblings? And then she moves you through your life. Do you have, did you marry? Do you have any children of your own? Well, as I was going through my life, I had my mom and my dad and my brother and my sister. And then all of a sudden my mom and dad were out of it, and it was just my brother and sister and I was the oldest. And then moving forward, when she was like, picture your family. Did you ever get married? Do you have any kids? Whatever. I didn't. I only kept picturing my brother and sister. And then eventually I stopped picturing my sister, and it was just my younger brother. And so she walks you through this whole thing, and you get to the very end of your life where you're on your deathbed. And she's like, okay, you're on your deathbed. Look around the room. Who's there? Who's with you? Who is, saying goodbye to you or whatever. They're with you on your deathbed. And the only person that was with me was my brother again. So I had like no other family other than him. And I dedicated my life to taking care of him. And when I was on my deathbed, he was the only one there to say goodbye to me. And then she did this thing like, is there anybody that you need to apologize to? Is there anybody like whatever? And he was the only person. Then right at the very end, right before she snaps everybody out of it, my grandpa's face flashed in front of me. Like my current grandpa, my Mackie.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So, who is still alive. Mm-hmm. So we finished the regression. We went around the room. We all told our stories. Some girl was like, she like never made it out of the forest. The lady told us to jump over the stream, and this chick just stayed in the forest the whole time.
So then she's like,
yeah, so she was like, I don't know. She's like, I just like saw this thing and started chasing it. I never made it over the stream. But I did, and I told my story, and the lady said, what is your relationship to your grandfather today? And I said, he's like my favorite person in the entire world, and he's the only person that I've ever really been able to depend on, and I have a really close relationship with him. And she said, it sounds to me like his soul in this life is repaying you for taking care of him in your soul from your past life. Like that he was my brother in a past life, and he came back as my grandfather in this life and to take care of me, essentially.
Oh, really?
So I called him, and he is like a devout Catholic, goes to mass every single day, goes to Bible study. Everybody at the church knows him, and it's a huge church. He did Habitat for Humanity with the church, and anyway, he's a very godly man, we'll say. Mm-hmm. But he's also like normal and not weird and churchy. So I called him and I said, Mackie, I did something that you're probably not going to be super happy with, but I thought it was really interesting. I did this past life regression. I explained it to him. And then I said, the lady that took me through all of it said that your soul in this life is here repaying me for for taking care of you in our past life. And the only thing he said to me about it, and then we got off the phone, was he just said, well, honey, you've always been my special angel. Yeah. And then I just started sobbing.
Wow.
And then that's it. So, yeah.
Well, all right. So it worked out.
Well,
It was worth the $20.
yeah, or 50 or 150. I have no idea how much
don't know
I paid.
Well, that's how, what's it called? A regression?
Mm-hmm. Past life regression. I still don't know why I dream in Spanish sometimes.
You still do?
Well, yeah.
Wait,
And
what
I
was your
also-
dream today? Didn't you have some crazy ass dream?
Today?
Didn't you tell me you had some dream last night when we were on our walk today that you were, something crazy happened?
Maybe.
And I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I have been having crazy dreams every day.
I know now that I'm not drinking, I have weird dreams.
I also have found out that I'm a lucid dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
So I can change my dreams when I'm in my dreams. So as the dream's going on, if I don't like something that's happening, I will tell myself, nope, I don't like that thing. And then I'll change it in my dream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
One time I had a dream a long time ago and I'd broken up with this girl and I wasn't over it. And then in my dream, I was like, we got back together. But then in my dream, I was like, Brandt, this is a dream. Don't fall for this. You're going to wake up and you won't have her back. But then in my dream, I told myself. It was like, no, you're back with her. Then I was like, no, this is a dream. Don't fall for this, Brandt. But then my dream was so powerful. It goes, don't listen to that, Brandt. This is real shit. And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, my brain is all fucked up.
Yeah.
But now I remember I've had some weird dreams lately.
Mm-hmm.
This quarantine makes my brain. Well, you poor Shire, she goes to bed before me every night. So when we're laying in bed and I'm watching Ozarks and it's just murder and screaming and crazy shit, I can't believe the weird shit probably going into your head.
Yeah. I've been having crazy dreams.
All right,
Well, do you ever have any reoccurring dreams?
I have one that I'm in high school naked.
Mm.
I have a lot of dreams about going back to high school. How cool I would
The
be now.
golden years.
Just like, man, I'd kick. What's Mitch Hedberg has a great joke like that. Man, if I could play Little League now, I'd fuck some shit up. Or he's better. It's a better joke than that, obviously. But
I have this reoccurring dream that I've had ever since I was a kid where, I don't know if I've told it on here or not, but my body, I'm like inside of like a Lowe's or a Home Depot, and my body will fill up with helium and I'll float all the way to the ceiling, and then I'll just kind of like fly along the ceiling until I get to the door, and then I fly out the door, and then I'm outside. And then I fly higher and higher, and I can start to really see the city, and the trees are always so green, and the sky is always so blue. There's never a cloud in the sky. And I get so high, I get to the point that I can see everything, and it's just so gorgeous. And then all of a sudden, nothing.
It pops?
Yeah, no helium, done, and I just straight down.
and
So
you feel yourself falling?
Yeah,
Is
and-
that when you wake up?
no, well, that's when I used to wake up, and then I started. This is where the lucid dreaming started. So I would free fall straight down, and then I would wake myself up. Then it changed to I would free fall straight down, and then I would turn into being on one of those swing things at the fairs.
Oh, at the carnival that swings up and down? Yeah.
Where they pull you back really high and then they let you go and you swing. So the dream kind of evolved into I would free fall, but then all of a sudden I would kind of swing back and forth. And then it got to the point where I would fly out the doors of the Home Depot and I would start flying up higher and higher. And as soon as I could see how green everything was, that was like my cue to wake myself up.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't know what it means. Somebody knows what it means.
I know. Maybe You can have a Craigslist person tell you what it means.
Well, yeah, because they're out there offering advice for shit like that. Well, that was, what segment was that? That was Shire's Dreaming.
Shire's Dreaming.
Martin Luther King and Shire both had a dream.
Yeah.
What else you have for us? There is no salon stories right now because
No salon stories. What could there be?
Nothing.
Nothing really. I'm on a lot of group text messages that I woke up the other day with 109 text messages.
That's my worst nightmare. That means somebody died usually.
Not
In regular people land.
yeah.
If I wake up with more than like 5, I'm like, oh fuck, what happened?
Yeah.
We thought my grandfather died this week. My mom called me and said that we have a couple spies like watching we have like one spy watching my dad or trying to get updates just because obviously I don't want to talk to him, but I want to know where he's at. I just never want him to surprise me or anything. And then my mom said that my dad came back from, we think he's up in Tacoma, Washington, but we think he came back to take care of my grandparents. What we were told is that my grandfather died. He came back to take care of my grandma, but none of my family's posted on Facebook on that side of family. And I feel like they would if grandpa died.
How crazy is it that both of us grew up with families that we have to have spies to tell us what our dads were doing?
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. I don't know what it will. I don't know. Because my dad, I don't think, is that healthy. So maybe the coronavirus could just get him. Because I know he's got like Hep C and I'm sure he just drinks a ton and he can't be healthy
It sounds like he has the strongest immune system.
Well, the Toblers are just fucking, they're just stubborn motherfuckers from middle Nebraska. They just won't die. That's why I don't think my grandparents will ever die. Because I don't think they're healthy, but I don't know I'm curious what will happen if if they would invite me to the funeral.
Probably. Well, who knows?
Well, they'd probably tell me I would never go, but.
I don't know. I used to always say that I would never go to my dad's, but then everybody forced me to go.
Well, nobody forced me to do shit, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Good luck forcing me to do anything. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I just want to see a picture of him. But my dad is, I guess, part of me thinks that my dad is laying so low that there's probably people trying to get him.
Maybe.
Because he's such a recluse. And then my mom said one of his friends found out where he was at or something and contacted him. And he was like, how'd you get this number? And then my dad just like blocked him, like his childhood friend. So hopefully people are looking for my dad. Like I watch too much Ozarks, but hopefully they're coming to get you. Coming to get you. So I don't know if my grandfather passed away. My grandfather was good to me, but my dad was the youngest, so they just spoil him rotten and they listen to all his bullshit. So I don't know. Maybe I guess I would just say my condolences when I find out where they're buried. Maybe one day I'd go take flowers or something. Or maybe I wouldn't. Or maybe we just keep it moving and we keep it moving. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know why we got on that. That's called Brandt's Weird Family History. Is Brandt's family members dead or not yet? And that's why you should not give us 2 kids no matter what situation they're in. Because you will be like,
You blew it!
Well, you know what's crazy? With the psycho genes that we both have in both of our families, I still would want to have a kid with you over having one of my ex's kids.
well, yeah, it sounds like your last ex isn't old fucking Bill Gates over here. I wonder what happened to him.
I have no idea.
I'm surprised you didn't internet search it.
Emily did.
And she couldn't find anything?
No.
Shout out to Emily.
And she can find everything.
Part of the Patreon is digging deep.
Yeah, she could seriously be like a.
The thing is, to take away parents or kids from parents, like both parents, is
I know.
like,
All 3 parents.
and just try to give them to us is like
The
absurd.
weirdest thing, because he actually comes from like a good family.
Really?
Yeah, like his parents are like, they've got money and they're They're like Dave Ramsey people. They're like smart and they save and they like.
Wait, what's Dave Ramsey mean?
Dave Ramsey is like the financial
Oh,
Christian guy.
Oh.
They like go to church every Sunday and yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll have a weekly update called "How are your kids? How are Brandt Shire's kids doing?" We'll keep you updated in this weird world of until one day we just are like, we have a special guest. It's our son Malcolm. I just named
like
him
that
Malcolm.
you named him Malcolm and what? Melissa? Michelle? What'd you name?
I don't know. What do you want our daughter to? We can name our daughter right now. What do you want it to be?
Well,
You want him to be the M&Ms?
Yeah.
I like, in my head, it's Malcolm and he's half black and he's a dope ass little 9-year-old kid. It's just like, what's
With like
up,
a
man?
curly
Like,
fro?
yeah, we would just get along good. Like, what's up, man? I'm your new dad. You can call me B. You call me B. You don't have to call me dad. You can just call me Brandt or what? I don't know. What would I tell him to call him? Would you want him to call you mom?
No.
They're like 9 and 4.
No.
Do it like my black friends be Miss Shire. You call me Miss Shire. Miss Shire, can I have dinner? Miss Shire, can I eat? It's a couple of my black friends growing up. That's how they called their grandma. They didn't call their grandma mom. They would just be like, Miss Robin, Mr. Brandt. What if we hypothetically, if we took in a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old? I guess just call me Brandt.
You would want him to call you Brandt? No, I think you need like more of an endearing.
Bubs. Call me Bubs. What's up, Bubs?
Oh my God, what are you like from Texas?
That's
like
a shout.
Backwards?
If you listen to Craigslist Chaos, you would get the reference, but you
I
hate.
don't.
You
Why don't
hate
we
our factory.
Brother Ken?
Brother Brandt. You know what? You want to call Brother Ken right now?
No, I don't.
We got to call. We're going to do a little crossover here because I need you to talk to Brother Bill.
Why?
Because he won't talk to me. He's mad at me. It's going to ring once and go right to voicemail, so don't worry. But just in case,
Well, what am I supposed to say to him?
just say, hey, your brother Ken's wife.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, he's
but
mad.
the person you call.
He's really mad at us.
All right.
Brother George did something to him. I got to have Brother George on to see what happened.
All right. I don't want any part of this weird Mormon world.
It's not Mormon.
Well, why is everybody a brother?
I don't know. He just calls me brother, like Hulk Hogan. What's up, brother? Or no, I don't know. He thinks we're all brothers in Christ or something. He's crazy. So wait, what would you want him to call you, Mom?
No.
Me, Mom?
Me, Mom.
Because I just called my stepdad Ron. We never called him Dad.
How old were you when he came into your life?
Oh, I think like 8 or 9. Maybe 6 or 7, maybe.
I always called my stepdad Dad, but
I introduced my stepdad as my dad, but I never call him Dad.
yeah, I always called my stepdad Dad but he came into my life when I was like 2. But he didn't marry my mom until I was like 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, well, if at 2, then I would say, yeah, call me Dad.
And then I cried under the table in the courthouse because I couldn't be a flower girl.
Why couldn't you be a flower girl?
Because they just like
they
just
eloped?
went to the courthouse and got married.
What if we just went for all of it? We got married during this. We had 2 kids. We got tattoos.
Oh yeah,
just
no, you
came
can't
out-
get a tattoo. They're all closed.
Oh, we can figure out a way.
Just stick and poke
No.
each other.
The tattoo world's very underground, I'm sure. I could get someone to come over here and tattoo you and give me 45 minutes. I don't know what you'd get, but if we just came out of this just sleeved up, kitted up.
You know what I would get? I would get a winning ticket at Thick Skin.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see about what our stepdad and stepmoms, what our names will be.
Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions.
I don't even know. I don't have a cool Brandt Tobes.
Tobes.
That's
That's what my assistant calls you. Hey, Tobes.
That's what a lot of people call me growing up. Hey, this is my son. Hey, Tobes, can I have dessert? I don't know. Because I guess we'd be step parent. We'd be foster parents.
It would be Foster.
I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens.
Well, that's definitely not happening. All right.
What if we got to see the bad things? If we met these kids, I'd be like, yeah, they're probably good ass kids. They probably just need us.
They probably are psycho and have terrible genes.
Yeah, but we could fix them
No, you can't.
with a belt.
No.
Like I give a fuck what you think.
That's what I'm saying.
All
That's what
right.
they would say to us. Okay, let's finish this up. How long have we? Yeah, we're about 50 minutes. What do you want to finish up with, babe? Do you have anything for me?
I don't really.
Hey,
have
babe, can I
anything.
ask you something? The problem is we just don't have a lot of content. I mean,
I know. I mean, we do have a lot of content for being quarantined.
well, yeah, we did, but
But-
it goes through fast.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not doing
And
shows.
there's not any, hey, babe, can we talk about some things? Because that's all we do all day long.
Yeah, because we don't do anything.
It's like, hey, babe, can we not talk about anything for 5 seconds?
Hey, babe, can you go up and make dinner and I'll sit down here in the content factory and call people on Craigslist?
Hey, babe, can you just leave me alone for a little bit?
Well, okay. We'll wrap it up instead of just... Trust me, I have plenty other podcasts for you guys to listen to if you get through this one. But that... we hope you liked our song. If you have song suggestions for us, please give it to us. We hope you liked our big announcement. Hopefully one day we can give the real announcement and we will be having kids. Hopefully twins.
Until
a boy and a girl.
then.
A little Malcolm and a... Malcolm... until then, if you don't listen to this show, you are dead to us. We love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will talk to you next Sunday. Stall till I find it. Goodbye. Learn the words here. And remember, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey, cheeky rocket, cheeky monkey found a rocket. Goodbye.
Craigslist. Wherever you are, you can buy stuff. Wherever you are.